Okay, we're rolling. Okay, so aside from, honestly, not aside from anything, this might be, no, this is the best start to a playoff series in franchise history. Has to be. Because I'm trying to remember playoff series I watched as a kid. And unless there was one in 2002, which I was only 2 years old and living in Denver, so don't remember it, or 2001 or 1999. This is the best start to a franchise playoff series I can remember. 2006, Montreal had the opposite start compared to Carolina. Not even two blowout games. Like they won one in overtime, but Montreal won the both first two games at home. Ironically, 2006 against New Jersey is up there because they had that blowout in game one. So that made this game feel like a nostalgia trip for me a little bit. And what's also funny about that is they played New Jersey, played New York, and beat them, and not Game Seven, but a sweep before that. So it was a little bit weird, a little bit of a glitch in the matrix. Buffalo, they split the first two games. Buffalo, I believe, won Game One. Carolina won Game Two. Edmonton, they won the first two games. However, Game One wasn't a huge blowout, so that one's close. 2009 was a split. I believe Boston won the first two games. I would have to be corrected on that one, but I believe Boston did. I think Boston held the lead for most of that 7 game series. Pittsburgh, they got slaughtered, not slotted. 2019, yeah. I mean, I don't remember 2019 as vividly just because those playoff runs, those series start to blend together. But yeah, best start to a playoff series in franchise history. I apologize because I don't have a lot to say because Carolina just did everything perfectly again. Actually, I think this was a better game. The hits and everything, they were responding. They weren't taking any BS while they were winning by a lot. They were laying big hits. Kotkaniemi, holy shit, what a hit! That might be the best hit of the hit of the playoffs. Clean hit, no point of contact being the head. Uh, Jordan Martinook had another one. Jordan Martinook had a great game, was laying the body. His amazing forecheck led to the goal. I mean, I could just go down the list. Aho looked good, not his best game, but I mean, Aho still looked really good. I mean, not his best game, and then it's not the best game Aho played. It was still a really good hockey game. The whole team played well. Brent Burns was dominant. Jacob Slavin shut the door a lot. Frederick Anderson made some crucial saves in the first period when the game was still within reach. The second period is when Carolina took over. The first period, Freddie Anderson was the reason Carolina walked out of that period with the lead. Did they have a lead? No, they were scoreless. But yeah, Frederick Anderson's the reason the game walked out tied. He made some really big saves. Let's not forget that when we talk about this game. It could be a different game if Freddie doesn't make some of the saves he does, which I preferred Ranta going in the first 3 games. The team has played better in front of Freddie, even though I don't know if Freddie's been the better goaltender in the playoffs so far. So you have that. I mean, Jalen Chatfield played really well. Jordan Stahl got a goal. His line always does well. Natchez, I mean, Natchez was. I hate the running gag of Natchez and me calling him out repeatedly. But I have praised him a lot. So Natchez, I guess, was invisible a little bit. But I mean, when the team's playing well, who cares? Some guys, like star players will always fall back, and as long as you're winning, you're not expecting those star players to play well or doesn't have to be playing well right now. So there's that. I mean, yeah, that fourth line of Stepan, Jesse Puljujarvi, they played really well. So yeah, I mean that's just I just went down a list of players who played well, and that could summarize everything. The way Brind'Amour has his team playing, he shut them down defensively. However, I don't think it's an excuse for Carolina to get cocky because this New Jersey team has proven they can come back from being down 2-0 after the first 2 games in a playoff series. So you got to come out in game 3 or game 4, get the split, win one of those games, preferably game 3, just because you're not leaving it to chance. But game 3 or 4 is the important one. Then you have 3 chances to close out a series. That's always the goal when you're in the play. I mean, the goal is to win every game, but I mean, just in general, you want to win both your games on home and get the split. Getting the split is very important if you're Carolina right now. All we need is the split, and I don't think this New Jersey team can come back against us. can come back and win 3 games in a row against us. So yeah, just what's left for Carolina is to get the split. Hurricane of the game. I've complimented him a lot before. Kotkaniemi, I want to give it to Martinook, but Kotkaniemi with that beautiful hit, played really well all game, scored the first 2 goals, which were the most important goals because those were really what separated the game. I think whenever you win by a blowout, the important part is getting the first goal because if you outplay a team and then they come back down and score. I've had games where I see it was against the Islanders, the 2 games they lost, they came out strong, firing on all cylinders. Islanders got the first goal of the game, and it shut things down. So getting that first goal is the important part when you're dominating a hockey game. And Kotkaniemi got the first 2, and Canes rode out that momentum for the entire game. And we'll see if we can do the same against New Jersey. If you guys like the content I'm producing on the channel, don't forget to hit like and subscribe and share the video. And yeah, 6 down, 10 to go. 10 wins away, baby.